Good morning, students. Welcome to the new session of GK class. So we will be studying the first unit test syllabus. So before starting, all of you please mark the syllabus for the first unit test. We have 4 units. The first is World Around Us, page number 7, 8, 9, 10. Then you have next unit Magic of Words from pages 11, 12, 13. Then the World of Books, page number 14, 15, and Young Scientists, page number 16, 17, 18. So that means we have to revise from page number 7 to page number 18, and there are 4 topics: the world around us, the magic of words, the world of books, and young scientists. So children, today we will start with our first chapter of this unit, the world around us. This lesson is about plant habitats. As you know, habitat means a place of living. You must have read in before in your junior classes. Habitat word meaning means a place where a particular organism lives or survives. You can underline from here, a habitat is an environmental area where a particular species of plant or animal lives. For example, for a tiger, forest will be the habitat. For fishes, water, maybe sea water, marine water, or pond water, fresh water can be the habitat. Similarly, this chapter describes the habitats of plants. And this habitat helps them to survive all the conditions. And as you know, particularly some plants can withstand some adverse conditions in a particular area. So that area becomes their habitat. So let us start with this. The first one is, read the following description about the plants and write their names. Take help from the given clues. The pictures are drawn in front and you have to recognize them by seeing there some characteristic features. Like these desert plants are from North America. They have a swollen trunk that stores a lot of water. They have thin and long leaves that help them to reduce the loss of moisture. So as you can see in this picture, these thin leaves, the structure, if the leaves are thin, then there will be less transpiration. So this is their adaptation. And secondly, their trunk, this part is swollen and it has stored water, so it can survive the adverse water conditions. And these plants are desert plants which are found in North America. So what is their name? These are called elephant foot plants. So you can write down elephant foot plants. The next is, this plant has root-like structures buried in the branches of a tree. Means this plant lives like a parasite. It grows on some other plant, and the plant on which it grows is known as its host. And it clings to the tree to anchor itself, to attach itself. It will surround the tree all around, and then it absorbs water and nutrients from this particular tree, which we will now call as its host. So the answer is, the name of this tree is mistletoe. This is a very famous tree. Normally it is referred in English songs also, mistletoe. The next one is, this plant can survive in the harsh desert climate by staying dormant. Dormant means inactive. So usually what happens that when it is rainy season, whenever the rain is there, this plant will bear flowers and leaves only for that short period. Otherwise, most of the part of the year it is without any leaves. It is leafless for most part of the year, and its leaves quickly wither after the soil dries out. And we call this plant as octilio. Octilio. The next is, these trees are buffers between the land and sea. Buffers between the land and sea means they always grow on marshy areas near the sea water. They have stilt roots. These are the special type of roots, prop roots, stilt roots, which act as barriers and protect the land from social erosion due to tidal waves. So these roots, you can see in this picture, they grow and cover a large area, and they help the soil from eroding, from being washed away. And the name of this tree is mangroves. We call them mangroves. The areas where they grow are called mangroves. The fifth one is, this deciduous tree has been around since the earliest recorded history. Its flowers are pollinated by wasp. So very interesting feature. This tree, fig tree it is, fig tree, his flowers are pollinated by wasp, and after which the wasp is not able to come out, it dies and it decomposes inside the fruit. Okay, and what is the name of the tree? Fig tree. Fig tree. This one, the tree is native of North America and is found in almost all places in United States. It is usually grown in gardens owing to its beauty and extensive branching system. So you can recognize from here the large, huge, extensive branching system, and it is beautiful also, and it is native, means it is born to North America. It belongs to North America. And what is the name of this tree? This is called sugar maple. Sugar maple. Okay children, after plant habitats, now let us go through animal habitats. So here are few animals which are surprisingly, you will find their striking features which enable them to survive in particular areas. So let us read from the first one. This animal is one of the fastest burrowing animals. It has black and white strips on its face, and it sleeps for most part of the day. It comes out at night and then it starts digging and starts eating the other animals. So this animal is badger. The picture is this one. So you can see the black and white strips on its face. So write down its name, badger. Second one, this carnivore has a unique way of scaring its enemies. To appear threatening, it opens its mouth wide and unveils a wide frill which makes it look bigger. It is a native of Australia. So see its strange way of how it can scare its enemies. It will open its mouth and then it will give a loud cry, and it will appear bigger with its large face. So you can recognize from this picture, see, and the name is frilled lizard. So let's write the answer, frilled lizard. The third one, also called caribou, this animal lives in Arctic tundra, North America and Asia. Eating moss helps it to keep its body fluids warm. It survives by eating moss. It can lower its temperature in the legs to just above freezing point to minimize the loss of body heat. See the various advantages, the various features by which it has adapted itself. It can lower its temperature of the legs. It can maintain the temperature of its legs so that there is very less heat loss from its body. And its name is reindeer. Reindeer. Fourth one, it cuts bits of leaves from the plants on which it lives. It sticks these pieces on its back, and thus disguising, means it hides and it just covers itself to protect from predators with the help of leaves. It eats also leaves, and sometimes the leaves of some leaves it can stick on its back so that it can protect itself, and it can appear like leaves, and this way it can protect itself, no? So this is the organism, and its name is looper. So you can note down here, looper. This is the only marsupial found in North America. It can eat almost anything, due to which it is known as nature's sanitation engineer. So underline which organism you should know is known as nature's sanitation engineer, because it can feed upon anything. So in a way it just cleans our environment by feeding upon the debris and whatever comes on its way. So the name of this is opossum. Opossum. The last one is, this extremely elusive animal has a very thick fur and exceptionally large paws to protect it. So remember, by very thick fur and large paws, and it lives in a snowy habitat, means a very cold, extremely cold temperatures in which it lives. It has earned the nickname, and nickname is shadow of the forest. So this also you should know. Nickname of this animal is shadow of the forest. And what is the name of the animal? Canada lynx. This one, Canada lynx. So children, revise these 2 chapters, and in the next video, next week, we will discuss the next 2. Thank you very much. God bless you.